video blog. Don't stop reading my text ones though, because I'm kind of going to school to become a journalist, so this video blog is just easy when I want to rant. You know, fingers get sore. Anyway, this is my first one. I decided to do it about pod. Yeah, check out my two newest blogs. I wrote one about why the fuck isn't blue a planet anymore, and one about how global warming is not real. So we have this whole big-ass debate right now about whether or not we should legalize marijuana. Question 7 in the United States right now, a poll is being decided as to whether or not we should let Americans in certain states carry around up to an ounce of pot for themselves without any type of legal repercussion. So why are they, running this poll and we're not? I mean, we have medical marijuana laws and other laws about marijuana. We've been progressing in it. And so why isn't this something that we're asking now? Cigarettes, alcohol combined are far worse for the body than marijuana is in consumption, in mass consumption especially. And think about how many people die every single year from cigarettes and smoking and alcohol abuse. Whereas marijuana is proven to be a non-addictive substance. So it just occurs to me that it doesn't really make sense that we tax and we sell alcohol and cigarettes and we can't do the same thing with marijuana, even though, it's proven to not be nearly as harmful. How would the government tax it? Where would they grow it? How much would a person be allowed to buy at one time? And these are all questions that, I as a normal person, I don't have the answer to these questions. These are questions that should be being asked. To continue pumping tax dollars into this war that we're never going to win. And it's just unrealistic. It's unrealistic to think that we can't legalize it, tax it, and sell it, have it be a controlled substance. Since its relative inductions in the late 50s into mainstream society, has it really, dropped out? Has there really been, any real effective crackdown on it? The reasons why it should be legalized. Well, first of all, it would get it, out of the hands of violent drug dealers and people, who are criminals. Take it out of that unsafe environment and put it in a controlled environment where people can purchase it and not have to worry about, without having to worry about, getting caught with it, or without having to worry about getting ripped off or something like that. Legitimate, without worry of where the money is going or whether they're going to get exactly what they paid for. It would be, it would become legitimate, and it would no longer, violence would go down in that respect. That there'd be less people, getting beat up in drug deals and people being shot over, over shit. If it was being dealt with in a completely different way. So another reason as to why they just need to, stop trying and, start making some significant changes in the rules is that the laws, especially in the States, are so fucked up now that you have different punishments for the same crime in different states, which, is normal to a degree, but especially with drug laws and marijuana laws, they're so significantly different that it's unfathomable. Does that make any sense to you? Please, comment me or blog me back with another video telling me what you think about this. Why isn't it legal yet? Why is it in some states in the U.S. now you could have up to an ounce and you don't have to worry about facing charges, but in other states you get caught with an ounce, you might end up in jail for a few years. That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense that, I could commit one crime in the state of Nevada and get a different punishment than if I committed that same crime in the state of fucking Utah. Because it doesn't make any sense to me. I think that, there's certain drugs that are always going to be socially unacceptable. Because there are certain drugs that are just poison. But it's been proven through, the past few years, over the past decade with the reform of medical marijuana in a few different, in different countries. We're primarily, I guess, just talking about North America though. That marijuana in certain cases can help people. I mean, if you have cancer and you're going through chemotherapy and you don't want to eat, you smoke marijuana if you want to eat. It can, relieve pain from people that suffer from AIDS and stuff like that. And, you know, it can even help people who are losing their sight from glaucoma, you know, actually cure it. You know, conservatives' arguments about medical marijuana is that, oh, it's a joke. You know, all it really is used as like a supplement to, you know, suppress symptoms of things. But when in actuality, use the example of glaucoma, it can be used to, you know, in fact, cure the glaucoma in and of itself. Another huge reason why it should just be legalized already too is that the inflation is amazing. I mean, even the people that are buying it to sell it are paying more than what it's really worth, simply because it's illegal, simply because it can't be imported and grown and distributed legally. So, you know, of course, the production cost goes up. So, I don't know, I just think it's unfortunate. So yeah, anyway, this is my first vlog. Keep watching them if this at all is funny or, you know, interesting to you at all. I'm just going to put up some links to some sites after, and if you want to read about anything, check out High Times. I mean, that's pretty obvious, but check out High Times. Check out any one of the High Times magazines, or there's some Canadian ones, Cannabis Culture and Skunk. There's tons of them. So, you know, bone up on it, you know, like, don't just be a pothead, you know. If you want it to be legal and you're sick and tired of paying a ridiculous price for it, you know, and you just, you know, you just want it to be legal. You don't want to have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about having to, you know, replace dealers and stuff like that every now and then when the situation goes sour. Then, you know, help be part of the solution. Normal, it's normal.com or normal.org. I don't know. I'm going to put up a link for it. I'm just still to really know. Chill bong. Yeah, check them out. Sweet bongs. I'm using one of them right now.